Hello, Internet. So I've been suggested to review this book, Love It or Hate It, Motive Secrets, Life Inspiration. Obviously, the main idea of this book is, the main subject is motives, and that you need to have your motives in line in order to live a good life. And you need to have just, honest, and healthy motives that are going to help you and help other people. I've highlighted quite a bit in this book. It's very thin, but it's very helpful, very informative. That's one of the things I like about it, is it's very direct and simplified. It defines a motive as the driving force that causes an action or reaction. So I'm just going to read the things that I highlighted in this book. One of the things that it does say, that because this is a review, is that you should be yourself and create a new brand and not just go along with and conform to what everybody else does. Motivate yourself to be different. And it says that the author says that she knew a girl that got married because everybody else was getting married and having kids and stuff, and says about a month later she saw her again and she had cuts and bruises all over her, and she was getting beaten because she didn't have a just motive. She just wanted to go along with what everybody else was doing. She didn't love the person, and that's why she married him. She married him because everybody else was doing the marriage thing. Let me read what I highlighted. Although our measures are result-oriented, they will not produce results until we first tackle the motives of entities and personalities behind these challenges. Okay, and here's where it defines motives. This is the first chapter. Motives can be explained by any of the following words: incentives, causes, purposes, objectives, inducements, aims, goals, motivations, incitement, stimulus, rationale, basis, grounds, and many more. Motives can be deduced as the propelling force that causes an action or reaction. The earlier we accept the reality of these facts, the better. We are all being driven by motives, and being driven by both consciously and unconsciously. It is not always easy to identify the motives of others, but conversely, you can identify your own motives simply by being sincere with yourself. Again, people now are mostly just getting ready to die instead of getting ready to become what they should become. That must be reversed. When what is driving our lives is defined, we can put in place checks and balances. Many of us stay too long in some paths only to discover we are not pursuing our original motives. We need to make our motives plain and do so in writing. Genuine questions with genuine answers will give you the right motives. Motives are true. It makes you level-headed and also boosts your confidence when your motives are true. A motive that is honest gives you a sound mind and makes you unwaveringly solid in your approach. A just motive makes the assignment worthy of pursuit. A pure motive brightens personality and promotes integrity. A pure motive makes any assignment attractive. When your motives are lovely, you don't easily quit. Lovely motives sharpen your creative abilities and ignite innovations. A motive of a good report births solution-oriented activities and programs. When your motive doesn't corrupt yourself and others, it can be said to be virtuous. In this chapter, we will learn to appreciate that the people we encounter in our lives also have their own motives. A dangerous person can be defined as anyone who has a secret motive against your dream, vision, or purpose, and you must be on the watch for people with these tendencies. One of my mentors in life and academia once told me that when the motive behind your education is solid, you will not see difficult days. He further explained that there will be rough moments, but your motives will keep you going, and you won't even notice the rough moments. If your motives are in place and held to a high standard, you will always be propelled from within to go the extra mile and give your best at any point in time. Get your motives right, and the force to power you up will be installed immediately. Pride has kept most of us so long on the wrong paths, and even after we have discovered that we are on the wrong paths, this same pride denies us the strength to change. No matter your gift, if you allow your motives to misplace you, though you will be living, you will be in fact dead. Accusation is not enough. We need to have a motive towards rebuilding. Accusation doesn't build anything. Concern does. Concern doesn't stand on its own. It's rooted in our motives. If our motives are held to a high standard, we will always be on the move to rebuild desolate places. Most often we hide behind our immediate comfort and decide not to appreciate the realities of life. This has been an enemy to our way of thinking and has made our motives not a concern. Your motives must at some point affect your countenance, for that's what a powerful motive can do to you. Many of us are waiting for assistance, but the force of our motives to rebuild will draw aid and assistance to us. We easily quit and we easily compromise, not because of anything outside of us, but rather our motives are either not solid or they are out of place. Success is seen as the scarcest commodity on earth, to the extent that any opportunity will be capitalized upon by man. In order to pursue success, however, I have come to discover that some opportunities are traps in disguise. When our motives are easily compromised, then we can never be content and greed will become part of us. Your motives will protect your integrity, and your integrity will speak for you. Motives are as solid as a rock, and when you build your relationships on them, no storm can blow away your relationships. The dangers of trying to be like someone at all costs might expose you to the most dangerous things in your life. The one world awaits to celebrate is you. So be yourself and have the right motives. Standard motive simply refers to a motive that is right. If we truly desire and expect transformation in our lives, then some factors in our lives must be renewed. The renewing of your mind means renewing your motives. You have been conforming to some old strategies because of your old motives. Your motives will make you see that what others can see, and then you will take steps they won't dare. This will bring the long-awaited change. The transformational process. Step 1, examine yourself. Step 2, renew your mind and motives. Step 3, change standards of conformity. Step 4, act in the right direction. Act in the right direction. Step 5, be transformed. The moment we forget our motives, we begin to sink down. When our motives are out of place, we are out of place too. And so we need to make sure we don't forget the main force in our lives which drives us and guides us, our motives. Now I'm just reading things that I highlighted. You can read the rest when you order the book. It's a very short book, so I'm almost done. Learning makes it easier to stay abreast of and on top of issues. I believe our motives are not islands. They are certainly connected to issues. So by learning our motives, we can be well connected to issues from the right perspectives. And I think that's all I highlighted. Anyway, 10 out of 10. I really recommend this book. It really did help me. And it really did make me realize I have to make my own decisions, even if other people are not going to find them popular or agree with them. You have to stick with your motives and be motivated to be an original, new brand of person. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know not very many people watch my channel, but I really appreciate anybody who watches this video. And I hope you all have a happy new year, and God bless. Amen.